Yo, what's good, y'all? We're gonna do things a little bit different here. Enough with the motor for now. That motor project is on hold until I start buying some parts. So we put the motor build on the side. I'm gonna start focusing on the actual car itself. The first thing I wanted to do was actually work on removing the fuel tank. I plan on putting a fuel cell in the trunk. This is how my trunk lid looks right now. Might be a little bit sloppy because a bunch of air lines and stuff like that I'm running. Let me see if I can get a light in here so you can see. There you go. So yeah, might look a little sloppy, but like I said, this car is just little by little getting built, so you know, I don't really care how it looks right now. So, but definitely for sure it's gonna look 20 times better when it's done. So anyways, first thing I wanted to do, or I wanted to show in this video, was taking off the fuel tank. I gotta work on removing the filler neck itself. Check out that Tiedemann. All right, so let me go ahead and show you guys the fuel tank. That big old boy right there. Hold up, man. Let me show you all this. Love this shit, man. All right, so one of the first things when taking off the fuel tank is removing the exhaust. I'm kind of cheating because I don't have an exhaust. Literally nothing, no exhaust, no nothing, and no drive shaft, so I don't have to worry about that. So there's less work that I have to do. The only thing that I have to worry about is the e-brake cables that I have to remove, as you guys can see right there. And then I have to go inside, take off the seat, the back seat, and remove like the plugs for the fuel sending unit, I believe, or leveler, as well as for the fuel pump. So once I disconnect those, I can go ahead and take off the filler neck or gooseneck, like I said, and then you got the fuel tank straps that I can start little by little dropping it down. I do believe there are some other vacuum lines or other lines up top when I start lowering this down little by little that I have to remove or disconnect, and I'll do that when I get there. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna be working on that, eliminating things as much as possible, you know, whatever factory stuff that I'm not gonna be using, you know, so I can later on get to upgrades. So all right, let's go ahead and get started. All right, sorry for this mess here, but just wanted to show you guys what I did first. I removed the back seat. It's just 2 clips, one on the left and one on the passenger side. You just basically pop it up so that you can get to the to these lids right here on each side, so you can gain access to the upper part of the fuel tank, and then you'll get to the fuel pump that's right there, and you got to disconnect one of the lines and the plug that goes there. And then on the opposite side, you guys can see that there's also another connector right there that you just have to disconnect. I'm gonna go ahead and work on the filler neck. As you can see, no more filler neck there. So it's kind of a pain in the ass. The hoses that go to the vapor canister and the tank itself were dry and brittle, so I had to kind of use a razor to cut the one for the hose, and then the ones for the vapor canister wasn't too bad. So yeah, there's just a couple bolts holding on the filler neck on the bottom and also mounted onto the rail of the car. And then once you loosen those up, it just basically just kind of removes from there. Now it's onto the fuel tank. Look who I have. Who's helping me?
My milk.
All right. So I gotta take those fuel tank straps, loosen them up, and then I don't know if I gotta take off that shield first, but I gotta see if like little by little if it's gonna lower down, and if I have to like stick my hand above the fuel tank if there's any like lines that I have to disconnect and stuff. So all right, I also gotta disconnect those e-brake cables, loosen them up, set them back, so that I can go from there. All right, so before my battery dies on my flashlight, wanted to show you guys where I'm at with it. It looks like a clusterfuck down here, but the tank is finally down. Loosen those fuel tank straps, and now I got some of the lines that runs into the vapor canister, so I got to remove some of those. You can see some of them connected to the tank. So once I disconnect those from the vapor canister above the subframe, then that's it. Then finally this fuel tank can be dropped down. All right guys, this is it. Got the fuel tank out. Wasn't too bad of a process. And there you go. No more fuel tank. I'm gonna clean some up these lines. These are some of the lines that run to the vapor canister. So I'm gonna kind of clean this up, disconnect some of them, and try to tuck them as much as I can above the subframe. All right. And that's how I removed my fuel tank. Remember, I'm going to be doing a fuel cell in the trunk. That's one of the reasons why I did this. So that will probably be up, you know, a long time from now. But yeah, just wanted to show, you know, me removing the fuel tank. Keep you guys in tune with my build. All right guys, see you in the next video. Peace.